Hey guys, what's going on? It is Justin from NASCAR HQ here, and continuing our discussion on the top on the NASCAR Power Rankings for 2018 for our top 30 drivers, and we're finally into the top 20, and I'm really excited about these because these are the drivers I'm gonna have a bit more to say about. So, uh, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Before I start, though, go ahead and I want you guys to know that I want you guys to comment what you think about these drivers we go over. Whether you think I'm right, whether you think I'm wrong. Uh, Certain drivers you think that are going to do better, certain drivers you think that are going to do worse in 2018. So, yeah, just be sure to comment. I want to hear your guys' feedback. So, going in, number 20, Austin Dillon. And Austin Dillon got his first ever career win at Charlotte, due to a pit strategy, I will say. But he did get a win nonetheless. And overall, though, I don't think Austin Dillon did as well in 2017 as he did in 2016 in the past. So, it's hard to say whether he will or won't do good. I think the from RCR going from a 3-car to a 2-car team will help both he and Ryan Newman both. I definitely see him as a playoff contender. I don't know if I see him as a championship contender, but he's definitely one that he wants to make a name for himself, and rightfully so. So I think that the three will see victory lane again in 2018 at least once. I think he can get a win. He just gotta work a bit harder. Number 19 is Eric Almirola, and this is a move that I'm super excited about. Over the past few weeks, you have been hearing me talk about over the past few videos, I'm sorry, you have heard me talk about the one-car teams and how much I praise them. This is actually one I'm glad he's moving. Number 19 is Eric Almirola, and he's moving from Richard Petty Motorsports to the number 10 car for Stewart Haas Racing that is being vacated by Danica Patrick. I think this is a huge move, and I don't know why, to be honest, but I just have it's one of those, I guess I have a feeling, kinda, and I just got a feeling he's going to do a lot better with Stewart Haas, uh, technology and equipment under him. And I think Eric Almirola is an incredible driver. He just needed the right equipment under him, and I think that Stewart Haas will be the right fit for him as it has for others in the sport. So I'm very interested to see what he'll do. Number 18 is Kurt Busch, Daytona 500 winner. And it does have a comment saying that this was NASCAR posted this back in November before we knew for a fact that Kurt Busch would be back at Stewart Haas, but we know now that he will be driving the 41. I don't know. I don't see Kurt Busch having many more years in NASCAR. I see him having maybe 2 or 3 more. He's just one, let's face it. I mean, unfortunately, we got to face the facts, and this is why he's 18th. He won the Daytona 500, but other than that, he just didn't quite have anything. He didn't have a very, playoff contending car, and that's why he was eliminated in the first round. I do believe it was the first round he was eliminated. Maybe second round. I can't remember. But he didn't make it very far in the playoffs. And, these young guns are really starting to take over. And it's hard for some drivers. We even saw Jimmy Johnson struggle a bit. So, maybe he'll prove me wrong. Maybe he'll come out guns blazing and, But I just my gut instinct is kind of telling me that maybe not so much for Kurt Busch. 17th is the driver, the number 17, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And all right, I'm gonna open up this can of worms here. A lot of people are saying that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is just a restrictor plate racer. That's all he can win on. And I can see where you're saying that because he has 2 wins now, and both of them are at restrictor plate tracks. One at Talladega, one at Daytona. However, that's not the case. If you guys saw how he raced at Atlanta early in 2017, he was running top 10. He had a lot of top 10 runs. He knows how to race, and he, for some people thought he was just, Danica's play toy or whatever. And he and Danica have broken up, so for anyone who didn't know that. So for those, I hate to inform those that didn't, that were big Stenhouse and Danica fans. I gotta have a little bit of home field softness, I guess, because Stenhouse is from Mississippi, and as am I. So, I do think that Stenhouse has more talent than some people give him credit for, and I think that he does know how to race at other tracks besides restrictor plates. But, a win is a win wherever it comes, and, making it to the round of 12 certainly helped solidify him as a playoff contender. And number 16, final one of this video, is Alex Bowman, and this is another one I'm really excited about. And this is probably the point where people are going to stop watching my channel, because I'm about to say something that no one is going to like. I think Alex Bowman is going to do better in the 88th than Dale Earnhardt Jr. ever could. And it's nothing against Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's an incredible part of the sport. And, I respect Dale Earnhardt Jr. and everything he did for NASCAR. But let's face it, in the last few years, ever since he went to Hendrick, really, he just didn't have the stats, and his final year not making the playoffs, yikes. I mean, Tony Stewart didn't either. Tony Stewart made the playoffs, but he didn't have the stats either. But I just think Alex Bowman back in 2016, which is really all I have to run off with Alex Bowman, when he had the 88, the few races he did back at Phoenix, he got the pole, and he nearly won that Phoenix race as well. And he was running up in top 10 each time he had it. So, I think that this is actually going to be a good move. I think he deserves the ride, and I may be completely wrong about him. But, I guess only time will tell as to whether I am or am not wrong on that. So, but I think Alex Bowman is going to be good, and I think that I think it's the right fit for the 88 after Dale Earnhardt Jr. I think he earned the ride, and this is not his first full-time season in the Cup Series. I want everyone to remember that he is not going for Rookie of the Year. He is going to be fighting for the championship, but not Rookie of the Year. He did have a full season with BK Racing, so that's probably where you've heard his name before. So yeah, after I have completely offended the entire NASCAR community with my comment on Dale Earnhardt Jr., again, I want your guys' feedback on these videos. I want to know what you guys think. and it's totally fine, whatever you guys think. If you guys think Alex Bowman is going to completely bomb, you know, let me know. I want to know. So, those are my predictions for 20th through 16 on the NASCAR Power Rankings. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Race on.